Everyone is releasing new precision baskets these days, and here's why. The traditional stock baskets in most espresso machines are crap. They're very cheaply made, and the design is a bit old-fashioned and based on a principle that worked well for dark roast Italian espresso, but for modern grinders and machines they just leave a lot of extraction potential on the table. This is especially true of lighter roast specialty coffee that requires a higher extraction percentage to be palatable. Lower extracted light roast espresso tends to be sour and astringent, and even if you raise your temperature to extract more with a standard basket, it's going to be very hard to get enough extraction to make a great espresso. So I've tested 10 or so of the most affordable baskets. Now I know that Weber has one, and there's the Swartz design one, and Wafo has a bunch as well, but I don't think there's any reason to be paying $200 plus shipping for a portafilter basket. I just don't really think that's reasonable. So briefly, the reason I think precision baskets are a great upgrade, and you should get one, is that for a relatively small price, they increase your extraction percentage. Typically, espresso extractions are somewhere in the region of 18 to 22%, and that's based on the total dissolved solids, or a TDS reading that you get from a refractometer, multiplied by the output weight over the input weight. So if I get this espresso, put it on a refractometer and test it, and it says 10%, and it was 18 grams in and 36 grams out exactly, then that would be a 20% extraction yield. So why is extraction yield so important, and how does the basket affect this? Well, depending on your basket, the pressure and the flow rate alter significantly. For example, look at the difference between a stock basket and a precision basket at the exact same grind setting. The reason why the flow rate on the precision basket is so much faster is because there are more holes and a different hole shape or layout, which means that more water can get through quickly. So to make a precision basket pull a shot at your normal timing, you need to grind finer, and finer coffee particles have less surface area and can extract more quickly than bigger coffee grinds, which is where more extraction comes from. And in my testing, I found that switching to a precision basket over the stock basket is a bigger improvement in extraction percentage than just about any other upgrade I've tried. I mean, imagine if you bought a Slayer, one of the most expensive coffee machines on the market. But even after all that expense, you'll probably get a bigger difference in extraction percentage from a £30 precision basket. Now, of course, the two aren't entirely equivalent, and extraction percentage is not the be-all and end-all of whether an espresso is good or not. But in my testing and experience, overall, the more extraction you get from an espresso, the better it will taste. So without changing anything else about your setup, this is a really worthwhile upgrade. So here are all the baskets that I picked up. Now, to be concise, I'm going to stick my extraction yield results up on screen from all the baskets and go through them one by one. These are still all on the same grind setting of 30 on the Mazzafilos grinder I have over here, which I'll be doing a review of very soon. Naturally, the first thing I notice is that the stock basket sucks. It's a minimum of 0.7% behind every other basket, which is actually quite a bit. By far, the highest extraction percentage came from the Posado 58.5 high extraction basket at 22.67%, which is even above the zone for a standard espresso. This is the basket I found myself using the most. It's the most expensive of the group, but it's still pretty affordable at around £50 or $70 US. I'll leave links in the description for everything so you can find the current prices there. And the flavors are really balanced too, but the main issue I had with this basket was that straight walls make it a lot harder to knock out your puck. So if you leave it in the group for a bit, like I sometimes do, you will struggle to get it out, and I frequently knock grinds all over the place even after I upgraded to a standing knockbox. The other issue is that the rim is straight, not curled around. The team from Posado told me that it's because it is a thicker piece of metal than most baskets, so folding it over bends the frame a little bit. I get that, but it does make it a little bit harder to lock in, and actually on the flare it got stuck in there once and I had to pry it out. But for most other machines I've tried it on, I didn't notice a difference other than locking in at slightly less of an angle, and the espresso coming out of it is mad good. Then we've got the iCape Clockwork, which had a moderate improvement over the stock basket in terms of extraction percentage, but you can see that the pattern here is a little bit different and it promotes different tasting shots. It seems to encourage a little bit of channeling with larger and smaller areas to extract, and I noticed a bit more of a mellow flavour. It's an interesting concept, but I don't know if I would use this for my everyday espresso, but I found that for medium and darker roasted coffees, it made them very pleasant, so I might just bust this out for those. Similarly, I found that the Cafmachino Concava and Impeter, with their unusual patterns, also changed the flavour profile a lot. You definitely need to grind finer to get your normal shot timings, but they also had an emphasised acidity. I generally like lighter roast coffee beans. I usually have most light roasted coffees as a cortado or a flat white, and this acidity meant that the sharper flavors came out more in a milky espresso-based drink. Often light roast coffees lose a lot of their nuance when mixed with milk, so this was a very interesting result. The Caffeinato Concentro was probably my favorite of the cheaper baskets. Really nice extraction percentage, very flavorful and sharp, but still rich and textured. The Caffeinato Spiralo and the Cape Gold basket were similar in terms of their flavor profile to the Concentra, but also had lower extraction percentages on average, so a little less intensity. Caffeinato recommends using a paper filter to avoid the holes getting blocked up by coffee grinds, so these actually increase the flow rate slightly. I didn't use paper filters in these tests though, as some of the baskets couldn't accept one lying flat as they tapered in a bit at the bottom, so it wouldn't have been a fair test. The other two baskets I haven't talked about yet are the IMS Big Bang and the MHW3 Dex. Both baskets were interesting. The Dex was basically a straight up improvement over the stock basket, nothing too crazy, but it was better and the cheapest basket that I tested. The shots from the Big Bang had quite a wide flavor profile. I tasted a lot of different things and it felt like it separated the flavors out a little bit more when compared to the stock basket, so I could pick them out more easily. It was a bit of a slower pull than the others, but for milky drinks, I think it was great. It was a good balance between flavor clarity and body. Now, for precision baskets overall, I honestly think there is a bit of BS flying around about how strong specific flavors come out with different patterns, holes, and shapes. I think I'm pretty good at tasting coffee now, and the differences are hard to be specific about. But when you compare any of them against the stock basket, I think that is very noticeable. I can definitely tell the difference between a 22% extraction and a 19.5% extraction, and I think any of you watching would be able to as well. If I had to say that one of them was the best, I'd probably say that the Passado 58.5 high extraction basket is the one I liked the most, and then the Cape Gold and the Caffeinato Concentra for a more budget-friendly option. At some point in the future, I may test the Weber, Swartz Design, and Waffo ones. I'm sure they're all great products, but I just think they're all a little bit too expensive for the average home user. I've put links to all of the baskets I tested in the description. Some of them are affiliates and help me pay for all of this stuff to test and make these videos, and it doesn't cost you a penny more. Thanks very much for watching, you wonderfully overcaffeinated people, and I'll see you on the next one.